Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and as you can see behind me, this is going to be a tutorial how to build different types of floating turrets inside of Ark. And before anyone says it, yes, I am aware of the fact that you are not supposed to build this on any official server, and it's technically against the COC. However, it doesn't stop people from building a massive amount of these, so I'm going to show you how to do it so you can counter their shenanigans with your own shenanigans. So before you continue this video, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and make sure you sub to the channel, and hopefully this all helps you out. So let's go ahead and continue. So anyways, I've been playing PvP for literally years since Ark originally came out. There have been all kinds of glitches, all kinds of shenanigans that you can run in order to do this. There are three major ways to build different types of floating turrets. There's the easiest ones, and then there's the hardest ones. Now, there are also ones that are better off. So you can see how this one right here has no direct underneath anything for it. So it literally just sits there. So there's no LOS problems underneath, but there's an LOS problem when you're actually looking at this outside of the hatch frame. This one will not shoot you if you're directly underneath it because of this little area right here. And the same thing with this one right here. However, this one allows you to do a couple of special things as well. So I'm going to show you how to do all three of these. We're going to go ahead and start with this middle one. Very simple. You're just going to need a single foundation and then a couple of walls. Now, this can be built in a couple of different fashions. It depends on what you want to do with it. In my personal opinion, it's the easiest thing to build them separate from each other. So you can see I just gone two up. You can go as little or as high up as you want. You're going to go ahead and place it off-centered. See how I'm placing it off-centered, but in the center of the wall? And you're going to build a second one. Now, when you do that, basically what you're doing is you're creating a new lock point for this hatch frame to be on top of, and it's going to destroy this middle ceiling. Now, when it destroys that middle ceiling, anything on top of that middle ceiling will remain in place. So I'll go ahead and show you, just like that. Now, basically, now what has happened is this turret is now associated with this hatch frame. So if this hatch frame falls, so does the turret, but it also allows you to have zero line of sight, just like you can see right here. Pretty nice to have access to that. And you can still turn it on and functions like a normal turret. You can also throw turrets down on the outside of this, which is always a good thing because sometimes it's nice to have extra turrets, obviously. So, boom, just like that. Still functions just like normal, but you've got an extra turret floating in the middle that won't allow people to get directly underneath you. So that's an awesome one. The other way to do it is just like you can see this one right here. Very simple and pretty quick to have access to it. All you have to do is build a single, it doesn't matter how you want to do this, I'm just going to do it with a single right here, just like that. You're going to put a hatch frame on top of it, and then another hatch frame off to the side. You technically don't even have to do this, but it just makes it a little bit easier for you if you want to. Once you do this, basically what you're going to do is you're going to place the inside, just like that right there, the actual trapdoor on the inside of one of these. Once you get that done, turret anywhere touching this right here. Now, what I would do if I was you, I would try and maximize your stuff. You can place it a little off the side and technically fit 2 or 3 turrets on this, but that's up to you. So once you do that, you're going to leave it there. Now, after you've done that, you're going to go ahead and smack down a ceiling on it, and then you can demolish literally everything. So we're going to go ahead and demolish all this, and you can see that the turret stays. Now, it stays functionality because this metal trapdoor, you can see the trapdoor functions just like it normally would. And if you're smart about it, you can actually get rid of your LOS just by doing that right there. And if you build your trapdoor moving to the side like this, now the only LOS is directly behind that turret, and it's got no LOS behind it. But you can see right there, totally functions fine. So that is way number 2. Again, very simple, pretty easy to do, and you can put up a whole bunch of them if you really want to. The next way is one of my favorites because you can do it very fast and however you want. So all you have to do in order to do this one is using elevator rails. Now, once you have an elevator rail, they will stick up in the sky. So elevator rails float no matter what. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I mean by that. We're just going to go place these bad boys down right here. Boop-a-doo. And I usually place 2 of them. So 1 and then 1 on top. And then 1 on top. 1 on top. 1 on top. Just so you can see it right there. That's what it looks like. And then when you pick up or demolish these things, look at that. You've got a steady floating elevator track. Now, just like you can see right there, we're going to demo this guy. They are not associated with anything. So each one of these individual structures with 8,000 health can be used as a structure point to place on your turrets. Now, unfortunately, you can't quite place like a pillar on top of this. That would be super overpowered if you could just build a new floating structure. I'm sure someone can come up with some clever ways to deal with that. But you can literally place a heavy turret on after it's been there. and then just have these guys functional in the sky. Now, obviously, this is very useful because you can place this wherever you want, and just like that, they're floating, and it's literally that easy. So those are three very easy ways in order to make floating turrets and have them function in any way you want them to. Obviously, you can see there's different benefits to each one. This one can be done, but it takes a little bit of time and planning in order to get this one done. This one can be done very easily just by using thatch and can be put up in a hurry, which is very useful. And then this guy can be added to your general base defenses with 0 LOS for this middle turret, except for obviously the coverage on the outside. So this is three different ways that you can put up these individual turrets, and it works very, very well. Now, obviously, there's no bullets in these, but they do fire. They do everything normally, just like a normal turret would. And everyone in official and unofficial is already using these strategies, so make sure you use them for yourself. Hope this helps you out. Teach.